Hey guys, this is SF and welcome to Random Talk Sundays. This week I'll just be able farming for my two Arthurs that I just got, and thank God it's finally here. And since it's half standard on trials, then why not take them in and hopefully get a good Ableberry. The ones that I really want are Genius and of course Psychic. Genius is more for like dungeon farming, so Arthur is really can be in a lot of dungeons and then does a lot of damage. So having a Genius while I farm for extreme dungeons, it'll be really good. And then of course Psychic with her powerful bomb combo is also good as well. But I guess we'll go on to the biggest news. Happened very recently, and I mean like a couple of hours from like shooting this, is that the KR server is going down for MS. So if you guys don't know, there are 3 other non-JP versions in that it is Taiwan, Korea, and then North America. And the KR one is finally shutting down in November. And of course everybody is really scared because NA is definitely next if they plan on killing servers and shutting down. In my mind, well, when I first like knew about the Korean server, I knew not a lot of people actually played it, but once I started seeing like all the stuff they've been doing, like collaborations and like the pace that they were going, I thought they were doing fine, but in reality it wasn't, and they were just trying to get as much stuff out as fast as possible. And hopefully I don't die here. Okay. But in reality, it was just pumping out really fast, and then it kind of burnt out. And it seems like not a lot of people played the game, so that's why they're shutting down. And of course, I don't know like the actual like break point of how many people they actually want. I guess it's like different between servers. And oh my god, why the double stack? Oh, this is gonna hurt if the walls. Okay. There we go. But it seemed like it wasn't going as well. And they do have an official Korean channel, YouTube channel, just like the Taiwan and then the North American one as well. But nobody watches that channel. Like, nobody watches it, and they haven't put up videos for like months. So that's another red flag or another reason why I think like they kind of, because nobody actually watches or plays the Korean server. Oh, nice. That's good. So that's another reason. But in terms of how fast they were going, so people always compare about Taiwan and North America. But in reality, the Taiwan server had a 5-month or 6-month head start. So the Taiwan server came out at both NA and Taiwan came out at the same year, and then Taiwan came in May, whereas North America came in I think end of October or November. But either way, there's like a 5-6 month difference. And then of course Taiwan is of course going to be faster because they were released earlier and stuff. Okay. But KR released around the same time as NA, and in terms of speed and pace is, I think the recent transition is Royce and Lindsay. They already have Gabriel. They have Ninai Kanai as well. I think Kushina Zero's coming very soon because that's when Royce and Lindsay comes out. but they were the first to get to Gabriel and Nidai Kanai. I think Taiwan didn't get it until this month, and hopefully this will kill it. There we go, good. So they were going really fast. One reason is that they didn't have anything. They did have like the EVA collaboration and the Street Fighter collaboration, but other than that, they didn't have any breaks and then just keep on pumping up stuff. Whereas Taiwan had like a lot of collaborations, exclusive stuff, so they were kind of lagging behind KR very recently, very recently. And random berries. So that's how KR caught up, and of course NA didn't caught up because of reasons that you probably already know or want or you think you know. But yeah, that's basically one of the reasons. That's why KR kind of died off, and then servers die. Servers are going to end in November. Is it a bad sign for NA? It is in the fact that if they want to cut out more servers, NA will be next, because of course NA doesn't beat Taiwan in anything in terms of player base, revenue, and all that stuff. And so if they want to kill servers, then yeah, then we are in trouble. But it's just a matter if they want to, or if NA already, like, what you call it, meets their quota already. And yay for the tree. Come on. Aww. But either way, I think KR just died because they didn't do anything. They didn't really care about anyone in terms of their player base. I'm pretty sure they get complaints just as NA does and all that stuff, but looks like they haven't done anything about it, or something to those lines, because all they did was just keep on releasing stuff and hope that it'll catch on and stuff like that. And in reality it didn't, and that's why servers go down, because you can't sustain, because they don't have the money to sustain or don't want to keep on losing money from that version. So that's why I think it was wise of NA to actually try to retain players, because I know a lot of people watching this are like pretty good players, veterans, whatever, but there are those people that don't watch my videos or don't watch any videos at all and can't play very well or don't know the tricks to playing the game. And I think that's my prediction. Like, KR does have that core group of, like, not that core group, that group of people that don't know how to play, and if they are the majority of the players and KR just kept pumping out stuff like with no tomorrow and kind of killed off that demographic, then yeah, then GG Korea. But it's a little different in NA because we have stuff that make it very easy to max log, make it very easy to get monsters that you want. Like, we have the 10 shot, we have the guaranteed 10 shot when the new event series comes out. KR doesn't have that. Not even Taiwan has that. So that's why, even though KR is really worse off, because Taiwan doesn't need that, because there are people that pay for orbs and stuff like that, but KR really needed that, I would think, to actually boost sales a little bit, or do something to help out new players to beat dungeons or to get really powerful monsters. even like a 5-6 star monster. And okay, that's why I think they kind of died off and just whoop, GG. So NA is next on the chopping block, but it might be a false, like, you won't be like surprised, I guess, but you hope that it won't happen. Most likely it might not happen unless something really drastic comes, like let's say the social co-op thing happened again, but you kind of hope that it doesn't. Okay, strike shot galore. And one more from Arthur. Didn't. But either way, I don't think mobile gaming is very big in Korea anyways. Like, it's all about the PC games for them, like the Leagues and the StarCrafts and the Dotas and those types of games. So I don't think, like, yes, gold, 2 golds, nice. So I think that's why I think it didn't really cut on, because wow, GG, S++. Okay, come on, psychic. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well, I had it coming to me. Oh well. Guess I'll bury my second Arthur now. That was really fast, like that was like 2 runs. But still. Oh well. And where is it? Here he is. Where she is. But yeah, Korea has not really gone to mobile gaming, and it's all about the PC master race for that demographic. So like, even like, well, at least here in NA there is some following with mobile gamers. Like, you know, you have like the Clash and the what's their name? Clash and the Candy Crush. I almost forgot about Candy Crush. So at least there's that kind of people that plays the games, whereas Korea, I can't really name any game that they really like to play in terms of mobile games. So that's why I think, of course, Monster Strike didn't caught on, and none of the other games caught on. Oh, that S++ though. That S++ though. But as for other Monster Strike news, I didn't beat Eden this time around. That was saddening. I got a 9 million pinch on the second boss bar, and I still didn't clear out the final bar. So I was sad then. I barely beat it. I almost beat it, but I didn't. I didn't beat Skill-Me 0 because all the people I saw basically just wrecked it with Lucy's and Daigoku's with the chain lightning and stuff like that, and I thought, like, I shouldn't do that. I wanted to do like the actual legit way, and I failed very, very hard. But basically that dungeon is all about no blocks and then pinching and stuff like that. And you want to have at least 3 no block monsters, or else it's going to be really, really rough. But I've seen a lot of raws in that dungeon. I think more because of the blast bump that can proc bump combos for your Gabriels and Daigokus. No, don't hit it. Oh, that's sad. I think I used up all my luck for the day. But Skill Me Zero is not that bad of a dungeon. I just couldn't defeat it. But I have been rusty lately. I'm not gonna lie, I have been rusty. I die a lot of times. I don't know, just more like a lot of farming. So my brain is not in the Monster Strike like carry mode or something like that. Just that my mind's not really geared to be thinking about everything. So I sometimes die to like the one shot from one of the monsters and just completely forget about it. Come on, pinch. No, not the best pinch. Let's not take any chances because I'm low on health. Oh, come on. The energy circle's gonna be... Okay, next is the cross, I think. Oh, that's not good. Yep. That is not good. See? That's why I said I'm rusty. Next is the cross, and I completely moved two of my monsters into the cross. That is so bad. Okay. But there are reasons why I started playing pad, and I don't know, my mind's more into the pad philosophy in terms of playing the game. I don't know, like, they're both different games. Like, people... They're like two different games in my opinion. Like, of course they're two different games, but like, people compare one to the other in terms of like hatchers and stuff like that, and I think they're like totally different. They're like super different. I think I talked about this 2 weeks ago. But after playing it, after like 2 years, 2-3 years, I haven't played pad, and I've seen a lot of people on the forums like saying pad is better because of hatchers, because of whatever, and there are a lot of glaring differences. Like, pad is so hatcher dependent over Monster Strike, it is crazy. And okay, and that's why I think like it is very foolish to make a comparison and say one's better just because of one thing. Like, if you don't like the actual gameplay and you already seen the gameplay, then of course that is a legitimate argument, right? Because I'm not good at puzzling, but I'm good at flicking around monsters and stuff like that. So that's a legitimate argument why you hate one game, why you like one game over another. But if you just compare it to like Monster Strike has worse hatch rates than pad, and that's the reason why you hate the game, then I don't see that as a legitimate argument. And because you don't really know why it is that way, like, is it, and why is it popular and it's still popular? Like, people are not, like, I don't think Japanese people are that stupid to say like saying that I play the game because I like the hatcher rates, right? Like, everybody that plays pad knows that the hatcher rate's crap. it's crap. Like, nobody's gonna argue, nobody's gonna say that MS has better hatch rates than pad, like, ever, if they know like both games and stuff like that. But I think like, but still people play Monster Strike over pad because of other reasons, and a lot of people, especially the pad mains, just don't know the differences, except for that one specific point. Like, we don't play Monster Strike because, like, besides the gameplay, we play Monster Strike over pad because not because the hatcher rates are fair or that the hatcher rates are better than Monster Strike. It's all about the free mechanic. Like, how free can the game can get? And in my opinion, Monster Strike is a lot more free than pad in general. And I'm not just comparing between the NA versions or the NA to JP versions. I'm comparing to like the JP versions only. And let's see if I have strike shots. No, I don't have any strike shots. And pad is super hatcher dependent. And in my opinion, like, what you use your orbs for, or your magic stones. In pad, you use your magic stones to mainly, in terms of this distribution, of course. So pad is more geared to the farming aspect, so like the metal dragons, the skill ups, and stuff like that. And I do have a strike shot. Let's use it. I should be able to survive. And then you don't really use as much onto the hatcher, especially if you're not going with the clap monsters, because clap monsters is the clap hatchers in pad is basically the same rates as Monster Strike in my opinion. So it's more about how you spend those orbs, so, or your magic stones. So it's more about the raising of the monster in pad, where you use most of your magic stones, whereas Monster Strike is more about the hatcher. You use more orbs in the hatcher, whereas everything else is free. I'm pretty sure you get that. Like, I'm pretty sure people that play both games know that. Like, you and Psychic, why not? I guess I'll end it once I get a Goldberry for this Arthur, or when 1 hour hits. But since due to co-op and stuff like that, and MS is more free, and I should sell some stuff. Do I have anything to sell? I don't really have anything to sell either. I don't know who to raise. I guess I'll raise some. But due to co-op, like, you spend less orbs in like actually stamina, for stamina to like max luck something or to do whatever. But max luck doesn't mean anything in terms of beating a dungeon, in my opinion, right? Like, if you get all hatcher monsters, then let's see, there we go. If you have all the hatcher monsters for it, then you can beat the dungeon. It's more about getting drops for the max luck. But in pad, that the farming aspect, the skill ups is a big aspect of beating a dungeon, because if you don't get your skills up at the right time, or even before, when something happens, really bad happens, then you're gonna die. You're not gonna beat the dungeon. And if you can't beat the dungeon, then you either continue, which you're gonna waste more orbs to, and stuff like that. And that's how you spend your orbs in pad. Of course, you use your orbs to actually spend stamina to get a drop, like for instance the impossible drops is gonna take a while, and then whereas pad is more, it's a guaranteed drop after, if you beat the highest level. But I don't think like it's that big of a problem in terms of those two comparisons. But like I said, like with co-op, you can basically get any monster, any farmable monster for free. And whereas pad, like the farmables are not that strong. Like they're there to fill out space, but there are definitely replacements and replaces for them. And due to the hatcher being so generous in pad of getting like those high-end monsters, those farmables don't really do much in terms of the game. They're just there for Ascension materials or your Ultra Evolution materials, which is kind of the same in Monster Strike, but at least those monsters can beat dungeons. And of course, there are some really high-end farmables in what you call it, in pad, like the Machine Heras, the Mirror, and the Machine Hera, and all that stuff, and all those monsters. But there are like the Impossible Bakuzetsu class monsters, right? They're like those in terms of Monster Strike terminology or difficulties, and it's hard to find, and their dungeon's really hard too. So you first have to make a farmable party to beat that Machine Hera or Machine Zeus dungeon, and then you can use that monster to beat all the other dungeons, right? But finding that farmable party to beat that, one more, there we go, to beat that specific dungeon is really, really hard, and it's pretty much hatcher dependent. Whereas Monster Strike, Izanami, like every single impossible in the game can be beaten with a full farmable party, or at least in your own team, right? Whereas the other game doesn't, in my opinion. Unless you go like some combo leader with Anubis and then you have like really mad skills, then if you have that, then you're basically God and you're like pretty famous and stuff like that. So I don't really count those people. I'm more talking about the general populace. So it's really hard to actually get to that point. Oh, I didn't get to Arthur. Okay. So it's more about if you want to play. So I'm pretty sure it all boils down to gameplay of which one you like more and which one you want, which one is more free, I guess. And I think Pad is more mechanically skilled, like needs more mechanical skills, whereas Monster Strike is more free because you can beat like Impossibles. You can beat Impossibles and Bakusetsu within like a month or even less if you have co-op. Whereas Pad, unless you reroll for a good team, then it's gonna take like months or maybe even years if you don't spend any money. Or you might get lucky and hope that you have a good, like, a set of monsters from the hatcher, because of course the hatcher is RNG, and you have to roll for a good team. That's another thing that I don't really like about Pad, is that when you're rolling for monsters, you roll for a good team. You roll for something that synergizes with the monster box that you already have. Whereas Monster Strike, you can just plug and play your hatcher monsters because they pretty much fulfill the same purpose. Class Kin Vigor. Not bad. It is an S+, but I don't know. Should I end it off here? I should end it off here, but like, I know it is a little short. It's only been like 30 minutes for this video, but I don't know, like, it's really hard to think of stuff to talk about unless there's something really big happens on a weekly, to do this for a weekly basis, and it is hard, and I don't have that much time. Maybe next week I'm going to do one because I am a little bit busy next week. But hopefully I have some videos up for you guys. But that's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.